It is. It's National Judd Awareness Month.
Of course it is,
It is
Ashley.
National Judd Awareness Month. Get aware, but just not too aware,
It's
please.
National Judd Awareness Year.
Buy my sister's record. Buy my mommy's book.
Oh, you go, girl. Go see your movie. We have coming up, by the way, you know I saw on the streets of New York is Liam Gallagher. I saw him like running around up like 52nd and Broadway. Noel Gallagher is going to join us, speaking of Oasis, which you just saw tomorrow on the show. So stick around for that. Still coming up today, Ananda's going to be with Jenna Elfman, that's right, from Dharma and Greg. So hang out for that and more with the record. One of the biggest bands in the world, Oasis. Don't go away on MTV Live. We're back. Noel Gallagher is here. And I think that's the Usher crowd you're looking at here at Times Square in New York City. And if Rob, do a pan left over there. Oh, there's a big bus coming right in there. We've got the Oasis fans and the Usher fans. We're going to have them box somewhere right there in the middle of Broadway. Stick around because we're going to talk to Usher and Noel Gallagher from Oasis. Yeah. You know what? I got to be honest, Noel, we got a few nipples working for us here, too. Just take a look. Nipple. This is actually officially the nipple room. So, welcome back to MTV Live. Noel from Oasis is here, and Toby and him have been locked in this room sort of chatting. Usher is here as well. So I wonder if we could just sort of like go into the room and see what Noel and Toby are talking about and why Noel's in New York. Can we get in there?
So what you doing here then?
We're doing this, really, and playing some shows, doing some TVs, Saturday Night Live and David Letterman, bit of press, bit of drinking, generally, you know, just projecting, really.
You've got quite a strange relationship to this country, don't you? Last time you were kind of here as a band,
yeah.
You all got a bit funny.
Yeah, well, it's quite an on-off relationship, really, where spanners seem to get thrown in the works every time we come here for whatever reason, but we do keep coming back, you know. Gluttons for punishment, I think.
Is your mission still to be the biggest band in the world?
Well, we sort of, yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, it is, but we, you know, on the 6 weeks leading up to Nebworth, I mean, we'd sold more records than anyone else, and we're doing bigger gigs than anyone else, and played more gigs. So after sort of Nebworth, you know, we were the biggest band in the world. So I'm not sure if anyone's really can be that bothered competing anymore, really. But it's just to make better records than anyone else. But you know, it's not for me to say whether we do or not, but we just want to have fun now with it.
Well, that sounds like a bit of a change of attitude.
It does, really. It's because we're not selling as many records as we did last year.
Is it still important to crack it here, though? I mean, that's what they always say about English bands. Yeah. You've got to crack America.
Well, I don't really know what cracking America means, because you know, I was reading an interview with John Squire from the Seahorses the other day, and he was going, his mission is to crack America. And it's like we sold about, you know, 4 or 5 million albums here and still considered not to have cracked America. So, I mean, if we haven't, I don't know what actually cracking America is, really.
But you must admit that you've raised expectations pretty high.
Yeah. With
what you've been saying, and then I mean the album hasn't done as well in the charts here.
No.
As maybe was expected.
Yeah.
How do you react to that?
Yeah. Well, you know, if you put up in the record company, got the sack. Basically. I don't know. I wasn't expecting it to go to #1 anyway, to be quite honest with you. But you know, I don't know. I mean, you can get too obsessed with chart positions and how many records that you sell. I mean, we do. You know, we still want to, you know, be like the biggest band in the world, but you know, it's not a disaster if it doesn't happen anymore. To be quite honest. I mean, we've been through all that. You know, we're getting old now. I'm 30 now. You know.
Yeah, you do seem to. I mean, with the album title as well, Be Here Now.
Be Here Now, I like that.
Yeah, Be Here Now.
Be Here
Closer.
Now.
Does seem to be a slightly more kind of relaxed.
Yeah, well, the first album, you know, it was written when we were sort of unemployed and we didn't have a record deal and all that, so there's a certain amount of urgency on that record. And the second album was all about proving that the first one wasn't a fluke. And this one was, I suppose, you know, just getting around to making people realise how good a band we actually are. You know, I mean, it sounds a better record to me. I think the songs are better written and they're better played. But you know, it's like I was saying, if it doesn't sell as many records as Morning Glory, then it'll be considered a failure. But you know, I mean, whoever makes them rules up, I mean, I don't know. But you're bound by them rules, so be it.
Segment 2 next. That was segment 1.
Rocking.
Yes, you fellas will rock in. Anybody else think it's weird? Noel Gallagher for Oasis and Toby, 2 Englishmen together in a locked room right next door? Did anybody else think that's a little odd? Just a little bit odd? We'll have more with Noel in just a little bit. Let's go right over to Kurt with news. Kurt, what's up?
Oh.
So sorry. Oh, the kids are going crazy for Noel. and for Usher, both guests on MTV Live. Hi, how are you? You know, the best thing about about learning from Noel was that he actually admitted he just doesn't like any of his videos, which I thought was funny. Okay, we've got the question of the day brought to you by Intel.